William Hill Vegas sponsors Joshua vs White on Sky Sports Box Office.
This is James Holder for iPhone TV in association with Macklin's Gym. But with me, I've got the new EBU champion, Mr. Anthony Bellew.
European champ, man. Who thought that?
Congratulations, mate.
To be honest, mate, I never thought I was good enough to ever win one of these. In all honesty, but you know what? I think I pulled it out the bag tonight, didn't I?
Yeah.
Got to that last round, and the coach. Listen, I don't really go on about coaches of this because I always believe, listen, down to the fighter. But you know what? Dave Caldwell won me that fight tonight. He was adamant in the corner. He's not just one of the best coaches in the country, he's one of the best coaches in the world. Never gets credit. He's just got so many great ways about him and he never ever gets credit, James. So I won the fight down to Dave, but I dedicate the fight to Kerry Case. Kerry knows why I dedicate it to him. He had so much on his mind, and I love Kerry Case. I've known Kerry Case a long time. Paul Smith over there, he introduced me to Kerry Case, must have been nearly 8 years ago, and I've known him ever since then. And you know what, he's a great person, a great man. He's always stood by me since the day I turned pro, before anything. And I owe Kerry Case a lot, so, and especially I dedicate this fight to him. I don't need to talk Kerry's business here today, but I dedicate that fight to him and I thank him so much.
Did you realise Mateusz Masternak was going to be as competitive as he was coming into this?
What did I say all week through?
You knew it was going to be a tough fight.
This is a killer, he's a killer. You know what, the worst thing is he does everything well and nothing great. So if you make a mistake, he will punish it. If you do anything slow, you'll get hit. If you do anything, he will punish everything, but then again, he's not the quickest, he's not the strongest, he doesn't move the best, but he moves good, he hits reasonably hard, he's reasonably fast. It's crazy, he's one of the most well-rounded fighters in the division. In this division that's stacked of killers, there's super big punches, there's super fit guys with great work rates, there's lazy fuckers who can counter you with one killer punch. Everyone knows one about Older Afalabi there. There's monsters for 6 rounds in Shakiev. Then there's a couple of real complete guys. There's a complete monster in the division called Alexander Usyk, who's the best, barring Juan Pablo Hernandez, who's semi-retired. But then everyone's at a similar level. Mateusz Masternak is at a similar level to he's better than 2 of the champions. Mateusz Masternak is better than Denis Lebedev. He's better than Victor Emilio Ramirez, without a shadow of a doubt. Mateusz Masternak would box ears off Ramirez, without a doubt. You know, that Masternak will play with Oliver McKenzie. No two ways about it. So it's I've beat a world-ranked top-level guy there. That was a world-class fight for the European title. Simple as that.
It's a really exciting fight.
I think so.
Yeah, it was decent.
I'm happy with that because you know what? I always get slated and credit taken away from me, and I'm sure someone somewhere will leather me for this performance. But do you know what? When that fight finished, I just looked out the ring at a couple of people and just said, "Is that exciting enough?" So that's all I said. Is that exciting enough? Are you happy? Are you not entertained?
Sound like Roman Gladiator. It was made more exciting, I've got to say, by sometimes keeping your left hand quite low.
Yes, which was stupid by me. What a fool I am. But you know, you live and learn in this game. I think I kept the left hand reasonably low because I wanted to counter with the right hand, and I wanted them to give him some shots with the left hand. But ultimately, I've got to pay attention to what the coach is saying. I've got a couple of baldy fellas in my corner and I have to pay attention to them because they're screaming and shouting at me that I've got to keep the left hand up. And the right mates, they know me better than I know myself, and I should have kept the left hand up more tonight. But you know what? It just came down to bollocks tonight. And Lawrence always told you, mate, King Kong ain't got shit on me and my balls.
That last round, probably another 20 seconds, I thought you probably would.
Yeah, I'd have done it.
When you backed him up on the ropes there, you could see him trying to push on and push you out to try and
do you know what, to be fair, he rocked me a few times too. He was nailing me with shots around the back of the head that rocked me skull. It sent like the alarm bells off in your head when you get hit with a big shot. It's like an air raid siren goes off and you go wow, and you go, what the fuck was that? Oh, here we go again. Right, compose yourself. Let's knuckle down. And he kept doing it, kept nicking me. I hit him real bad with a body shot at the end of one of the rounds, and I forget which one it was. I think it was round 10. Nailed him with a perfect left up the body. I heard him inside. And you know, one sparring, we'd worked all the way through this camp. Every sparring partner felt me body shots, and I was hitting them all because I'm a good body puncher when I stick to it. And I hit him bad tonight with a body shot, and I just should have capitalised on it. What a tit I am.
Saw David Haye here. He was running a little bit late, but he would have done a little bit of commentary on your fight. What do you reckon he would have thought watching it in the commentary?
Probably thinks he'll knock me out in 2 rounds, but I've got news for him. I'll step up a couple of pounds and fight him. I don't give a shit, mate. I don't care who he is, what he's done. I've got all the respect in the world for David Haye. Former undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world, amazing fighter. But if the truth be known, I don't give a shit if he's the bitch from Bermondsey. He can get it anytime he wants. I don't care. I'll fight anyone. Fight him in, you know, I don't care who the fuck it is, mate. I will fight anybody. And I proved that tonight, because you know what? Who the hell would fight a number 5 or 6 guy in the world for a European title when he's got a movie coming out in January? Who'd do that? I think I'm the only knobhead in the world who takes really hard fights before he's about to have big things happen for him outside of boxing. Do you know what I'm saying? Who does that? Do you know anyone who's done that before, Jay? I'm not saying I know boxers don't really make movies, but I've just made an amazing movie. I could have just come here tonight, fought an absolute no mark, a numpty, and said, you know what? I'll wait for the fight. I'll wait for the movie to come out, and then I'll fight a big name on the back of the movie, and I could probably do it over in the States as well. But you know what? It didn't. This name came up, and I said, you know what? Let's do it then. And that's it. It was down to the fight. Because it wasn't down to anything else, let me tell you. It wasn't down to anything else. All I wanted to be. I never really believed I could ever be European champion. If the truth be known, I never thought I was good enough to win an ABA title. So I was winning the day I won my first ABA title. I really was. So anything else I ever won after that ABA title, I was winning, mate. I've won. I have won. I cannot believe I've won a European title. I never in a million years thought I was going to be good enough. I'm just a fat kid, mate, from Waverton. And I've won a European title. And I've beat world-ranked guys, I've beat former world champions, I've beat #1 contenders. I'm probably the most unprotected fighter in this bastard country. I've fought #1 contenders, I've fought former world champions, I've fought punchers, I've fought speedsters, I've fought slicksters. I've fought every single style, and you know what, mate? I don't know how many fights I've had now. Is that about 27, 28? I fought, I think it was 13 or 14 title fights on the spin. Imagine preparing for the 12-round fight 14 times on the spin. So don't forget about fighting whatever title it was, doesn't matter. You had to prepare for 12-round fights 14 times on the run. 14 12-week camps. Living away from home, going away, going to the States for weeks and months at a time, fighting the best in the world. And then I done all that as well, losing 2 stone off what I am now. Still a bit of the fat kid here, like, but take 2 stone off me, mate, and I'm built like a pencil.
Tony, can I interrupt for just
Sorry, Doc.
That's all right.
So all the same.
Yeah, you feeling alright? Just want to check your ears are okay, hands are okay?
My ears are fine, my arse is great, my nuts are boss.
Just want to tell the viewers what's going on. Obviously, the doctors came to double check on Tony just to make
Doctors
sure
come
he's
to
all right.
check me over because, you know, listen, I've just been in a bit of a fight, haven't I? So,
Yes,
only a
indeed.
bit of a fight, like. But, Kez, are you staying or are you gonna stay for a bit?
Dillian's asked me to work.
Has he?
Dillian's asked me to work.
In the villain, in this corner there, you know, you be careful. I've got your back. Go on, what's up, mate?
White guy.
Kez, when you come in here, you're a brother to me.
Nobody in that corner, you've seen him all.
I know, I know, mate.
I've got a question for you.
Sorry, Jack.
David Haye, massive brick domestic duster,
Yes, I'm game.
or world title fight. Which one would you choose? Tough choice, tough ultimatum, but you have to have one first. I'm not saying you can't have both of them, but one of them has to
Give
come
me the
first.
bitch from Bermondsey. Yeah, please, Pop.
That's serious, you take the fight.
Actually, Pops. No, I keep them. So that's Demi wraps. So can you put them in a plastic bag or something, please? No, I'm going to keep them. Yeah, I'll fight him. And although probably on that display everyone will say, oh, David, I wiped the floor with him. Let's see. Me and David sparred when I was a kid, and David knows what went down when we sparred. When I was a kid, David was on the verge of fight. David was fighting for the British title at cruiserweight. I was ABA heavyweight champion. So David knows what went down in the sparring.
How heavy would you be prepared to go? Because looking at David Haye, don't look
David
like
needs to come in. David needs to come in at 15 stone something. But you know, who am I to dictate terms? I'm just a fat kid from Liverpool, so you know he's going to try and dictate everything, can he? Getting there, lad. It's me nutritionist and strength and conditioning. They're kicking off. You know what I mean? But,
Right, last but not least, I saw you knock out Michael B. Jordan in a video. What looked like an accident. Did you clip him that hard, or was it just a freak thing?
You'd have to ask MBJ.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know. It's a lot of hype's being put around that, but you know what?
Just one of them moments. Then,
Yeah, it's just one of them things. You'd have to ask the man himself. MBJ's my boy, and he's a great kid, one unbelievable kid. You know what? He hasn't really been given enough credit, MBJ, for how hard he worked, getting in shape and all that. So I give him so much credit. He'd whoop a few amateurs' asses, mate. He got that good in the end. Amazing kid.
Big statement.
He would. I'm telling you now. He'd whoop a few asses.
Listen.
Boy was quick and could shift real fast.
Well, I had to choose him or a couple of boys from the Rotunda. I reckon I know.
Oh, listen, you fight a boy from Rotunda, you've just lost anyway. So.
A couple of Repton lads, I reckon they'd do it.
Nah, the Repton's not as good as Rotunda, so you know Rotunda's the place to be, mate. You can't beat black and gold. Home of champions, mate, for the men. Rotunda's the home of champions. Rotunda's just brought me this on. Without Rotunda,
so I was just about to say
without Rotunda and without that man on the shorts there, I wouldn't be nowhere. Down to that man, them 4 letters, A-L-B-A-O, Albo. Without that man, mate, I
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
We said Aldo for a minute.
Oh no, Albo.
Just getting worried.
Albo. Jimmy Albertine. Without Jimmy, mate, I wouldn't be nowhere. But Jimmy and the people that are around me. Oh, what's going on?
Listen, congratulations on your win.
Thank you very much. Keep tuning into IFL. These guys have been in this goddamn game as long as me, I think. Just keep tuning in, because they do brilliant things for the sport.
I've got to say, brilliant interview the other day with Kogan. It was absolutely fantastic. He's going to win an award for our favourite interview of the year.
Thank you.
Brilliant interview. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to bring it up in this moment, but great interview. Brilliant.
Let people watch it. Brilliant. You know what? I'm just honest, mate. I believe in my views and I'll always stick by them. If you
do get a chance, have a look at Bellew's recent before interview because it's good. Tony, thank you very much, sir.
Bellew's got a European title. George, that boys. Fat boy gets up. Oh.
William Hill Vegas sponsors Joshua vs White on Sky Sports Box Office.